Yeah. What's up, everyone?
Hello, everybody.
I just muted my mic by accident. I meant to do the other thing with the echo. What's
I've
up,
been hearing you.
everyone?
I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you.
Okay. Um, Let me make sure everything's not lagging. Yep, we are good. All right, guys. I'm just now learning something about the COVID vaccine from my friend here, Roman. He can probably introduce himself to you guys. He's been in a couple of other my streams as well. Um, this
Constitutional Republican, veteran, lifetime member of the American Legion of the GOA, which is Gun Owners of America, lifetime member of the Second Amendment Foundation, SAF, and patriot here. I didn't come to find Christ till I was 30 years old, so we all have our flaws and strive to get better. I'm a stoic at heart. I've apparently been a stoic my whole life and just didn't know it until my younger brother, who went to college over with some ideologies of his with philosophy and all, told me that I was stoic, and I'm like, what the heck's stoic? And then I looked it up, and I'm like, okay, he's right. I am stoic, I guess. And at least it describes me. At least that's how I feel about it for the most part. Marcus Aurelius really speaks to me when it comes to that stuff. Sorry for talking over you, Guns. Take the
you are
show,
good.
sir.
All right, give me 1 second. I had to cut my camera on. There we go. All right. So basically, we're going to play this short little video about some HIV false positives being traced in the vaccine shots. I know YouTube is all over this already.
And this is the BBC reporting it
Yes.
from the UK over here.
Yeah. So, and for the people that's gonna be watching this later, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. Appreciate everyone. Make sure you smack that like button. Subscribe if you're new. But we're gonna play this quick video and then we're gonna talk about it.
Oh, this is saying Australia here. I did see another one from the BBC. It was short. And there we
All
go.
right.
That was
So,
Australia, actually. The BBC one, I don't you play that? We're gonna exit out of that one. That one, I shared. That was a different one. That one
mm-hmm.
specifically said Australia. I was reading it while I was sharing, while I was watching it, while you were watching it as well.
Okay.
Yeah, but I read what it said. It said it was this one was out of News 7 from Australia. But again, same concept. BBC
Yeah.
reported it and actually showed some 3D graph detailed about it. But a couple I couldn't get directly from the BBC that specific portion. It was always
Mm-hmm.
with somebody else's commentary, just like this was. Actually, they didn't comment; they just shared a clip from Australia News. And again, that was like News 7. That's not like Sky News, where Sky News is owned by the Murdochs, which is the same people who own Fox News. People who like
Mm-hmm.
to complain about you're sharing only right wing news. Like, nah, I follow everything. I don't just
Yeah,
watch
same. I
right wing
watch
news.
all the other news, CNN, MSNBC, the world news. Don't judge me. I watch all of that,
Exactly.
and the independent news and the YouTube news. I watch it all as well.
The Independent's the best. I mean,
Oh, yeah,
me
yeah,
and you were talking before stream. Alex Jones gets it what right 90% of the time. It seems like it's freaking crazy.
yeah. All this is madness. Now, people's gonna if this gets out, people's gonna just man, people's gonna start panicking and freaking out. Like, what the fuck did I just put in my body? I'm like, we all been telling you guys that this has just been an experiment, and you don't know Why in the fuck would you put something in your body and you don't know what the fuck is in it? I'm not getting it. And then the government forcing people to do it, it's going to be lawsuits after lawsuits after lawsuits after all this is said and done. But if you have anything to show, I can switch to your screen, Roman.
Well, the next thing is me and you were talking about this. It's a very long one, 3 hours 41 minutes. The last American vagabond. But
I
this
mean, we
guy
could watch it.
he goes into quite a bit of detail using the medical sites and everything else with vaccine. And right here, if you
Hmm.
read the title, vaccine, COVID vaccine, HIV connection, the booster time bomb, Canadian government tyrants. He comes by the end and debunking CNN's debunk. But I
Hmm.
mean, we don't have to go into that part. I mean, we all know that's a conspiracy news channel. It's like the
Yeah.
real conspiracy is CNN. Honestly, I mean, Blue Anon and all that stuff is CNN. I
Yeah.
don't know who actually watches that in good faith and believes what they show, but they used to maybe have some good stuff, but not anymore. I really didn't follow the news. Um, I only watched the weather when I was in the army, and I didn't really pay attention to anything else. I mean,
Everyone be watching the weather.
and the weather was right half the time anyway. It seems like anymore.
Yeah.
You're lucky that the news is right half the time at all. I mean, I was talking to you earlier. One of the channels I follow was mentioning about the situation because I'm from Jersey about the two teens fighting in the mall, and then two officers decided to handcuff the black teen over the apparently I don't know if he was white or Hispanic, but that's up in the air whether the guy was Hispanic or white. I don't really know or care.
Hmm.
Depending on how close you watch the video, you may get one or two different perspectives. They definitely showed more leniency there. They was definitely more on top of the black teen over the lighter skin tone teen. But the guy I was watching was saying, whatever happened to the BLM guy that shot at a Jewish Democrat running for mayor of
Didn't
I
he
think
get bailed out?
Kentucky?
Right? Yeah.
It got
Yeah.
bailed out for
a
like less than
hundred
two hundred thousand
grand.
dollars right
Oh,
away,
okay.
like the same day by BLM.
Wow.
And he tried to
So
assassinate a government official, like somebody
you can see
running.
where they putting the money.
Yeah. So they just
Criminals.
completely skipped something more important to go with teenagers fighting in a mall. Who cares about teenagers fighting in a mall other than other teenagers? Like he got his ass whipped or whatever.
Yeah.
Look, me and you were both teenagers. I'm if somebody fucked with you when they were a teenager, now that I know more about you than I knew when we first met, like I didn't know about your club hams, man, they deserve to get an ass whooping. Like they
Well,
deserve to get
no one
jumped.
fuck
If
Roman.
somebody mess with you, they
The
deserve to
thing
get
about
jumped.
me is no one fucked with me at all. I was not that type of person. I was an athlete, varsity, track,
So you
not
never
varsity,
let
cross
any of your
country. No one
disabilities
fucked
hold you
with me.
back. You know,
No
you
one
just
fucked with me.
your disabilities
Nobody.
never held you back in life.
No, hell no. I played basketball. I can do
God bless you,
anything.
man. God bless you. That's all. I didn't
No
know that
one.
when I first met you. Like I was
Oh
just
yeah.
bullshitting with you, and we were talking. You're like, "Oh, you don't know about my club?" I was like, "No, you never mentioned that to me. Why would I even think about that?" It's like, "Didn't you watch
Yeah.
my videos?" I watched some of
The
your videos, yeah,
the
but I never
V6
like
pipe bomb
focused on
guys
your hands. I
bail
didn't.
me out unarmed protesters are
I don't focus on stuff like that on people's
right.
disabilities.
Thanks for tuning in, Independent. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of craziness, but I mean,
All right,
uh,
now I know the chat's not the same I'm getting here.
chat's not popping up for you,
No, I got
or
it now. I was in private chat
okay,
section, but not comments. But I can't
okay,
comment in the
yeah,
comment section, which is weird.
you should be able to.
Well,
I
I can
can,
see it, but I can't comment in it. I can comment in private. Wait, is it starred? Nope. Live? I can't comment in there. I got my
yeah,
own up too, though. I see one person. They got VMU dot today.
but I mean, uh, what the hell?
Oh.
I just had a Joe Biden just now. Damn it! It just slipped out my mind when he's talking about
Do you
that.
want some ice cream?
I got some downstairs.
We don't have none here. My wife is holding it against me, man. She must be the Jill Biden.
Yeah. Or the Hunter
She
Biden. I'm playing.
she's holding the ice cream against me, man, like it's a hostage.
Yeah. But yeah, chat, if you guys want to come join, feel free. I got the link and everything in the comments. It should be pinned. I have no idea. But you guys are more than welcome to come. You don't have to have your camera on or nothing. I just wanted to put mine on.
I'd put my
Why
camera on
not?
if it let me. I was
It
giving me
should
issues.
let you. I just don't know what's going on. But
I tried
but
turning off my stream and seeing if that was the issue, but for whatever
yeah.
reason, it wouldn't let me use my webcam on your thing.
Yeah, well, I guess if I upgrade to the 9.99 a
I
month.
think I don't have enough melanin, man. I mean, I'm only 4%. All right.
Oh my gosh. I'm like YouTube and kick this stream to the curb at the title. Wait, what? Uh-oh.
What?
Yeah, HIV and vaccine. Oh shit. Oh, we all
Oh
get.
yeah. Well, just remember the channel. Well, that's one of the channels that's got less than 5. This one has just over 500. The next one I'm about to pop up, the Last American
Do you
Vagabond.
want me to show your screen whenever you pop that one up?
I got it up right now. I just
Okay.
didn't
All
hit
right.
play yet. That's all.
All right. I'll show
Like I
you
sent you the
for your
same links
screen.
I got,
Here we go.
but yeah, we'll hit play. I'm gonna speed it up too. So
Okay.
let's I'm gonna speed this up. Yeah,
And then we can
1.5.
talk and whatnot throughout, and
Yeah, it's
yeah,
a long
chat,
one. This is
man. There's a lot of shit going on, guys. Like I know, I said I was gonna stop doing this because of the shadow ban, but share this out, guys. People need to know what the hell is going on. I know you guys are getting tired of this politics, 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 politics. We are in a war.
Yeah, we're in an
Okay.
information war, man.
Yes, that too. We are in a war, and people need to know what is going on. So share this out, like the video, dislike it, even though I won't know because they want to take that away as well. I don't know why they. Well, I know why they took it away, but
Yeah,
if
you're
this
right.
keeps going,
Independent Mini United. Yep. He,
yeah,
he's right. That about the pipe. It's ridiculous what they're doing. Why is this not playing? I have it on play. Oh, it's just that slow. The intro. I got the
oh,
volume all the way up too. That's
yeah, you
all.
said 3 hours. Yeah, we definitely not gonna watch the whole thing, but I mean,
Here it goes to start now.
okay, I can't hear it. What's going on? I can't hear it. Can you hear it? Well,
I
obviously you
can hear it
can.
fine. Yeah. I'm gonna up it on this. Let me pause this. Actually, let me rewind.
Should be able to hear your
I'm
end.
gonna up my volume down here too, so because it's based off of my
Oh, that's
speaker
probably
size.
why. Okay.
Up that there. Ooh, that's gonna be loud. Hopefully, it's not too loud though. Now, this guy's important here. I'm gonna slow this bit down just for this guy specifically.
Okay.
Doctor
If we can hear it,
Doyle here.
I hope we can.
Whoa, whoa,
Uh-oh.
whoa, whoa, whoa! No, get out of there. Nobody cares about
We're
that.
getting banned.
Yeah, seriously. I wouldn't doubt it.
Still can't hear it. I know it's people
All right.
speak sign language. I mean, lip talk.
Health
Well,
Freedom
understand lip.
Idaho, or Idaho. I'm sorry, not Iowa.
Do I gotta do something to
It's about your T cells.
I can't hear him. I don't think chat can hear him either.
You want the link so you can share it too?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna pause this. I'm gonna send you the link again. All right. Yeah,
Okay.
you should play. We'll hit play at the same time. We'll count it down. I'll tell you what minute to start at though, so we can get this going.
Okay.
Because honestly, this information is important in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people don't know. Like the people that got this. All right, I sent it to you now
All right, let me
through
stop the
Discord. I sent it
share.
to you through Discord directly. All right.
All right, give me 1 second. Let me cut the camera off for a second and stop the shares, and then I'm gonna
All right.
reshare it.
Just disconnect from
Whoops!
Discord so
What
we're
did I
using
just
less
do?
resources.
Okay.
Since we're
Yeah.
chatting through StreamYard anyway. All right, I'm going
Okay.
to rewind this for myself. Start fresh again and start at 124.
All right, give me 1 second. Whoops!
Yeah,
Why?
a minute
Why
and
was
24
that?
seconds in. If I have to lower to YouTube, I will. I'm going to raise this up even some more actually. So. Oh, that's going to be so loud, that bing. Oh. A mod for many and would love to share a couple relevant links. Yeah, man.
These
Are you on
yeah.
Discord?
Feel
Do you have
free. Yeah.
do you have Gilded? Do you have? I just recently downloaded Gilded and got Gilded. I'm on Gab myself. I literally just recently replaced my own face with the Gab logo to get so people who know I'm on Gab would just join Gab because it's the only true free speech platform out there. Like there's some
Yeah.
people I follow and they share links to everything but Gab. Like, why are you not on Gab? Like, you got everything else but Gab. What are you doing?
Yeah, people be extreme on Gab. I was not expecting that at all.
Well, I haven't seen them in a while now, but when I first got on there, I definitely seen a couple people, but I didn't ban them. I didn't have to. I just didn't respond to them, and they lost interest. So
Yeah,
that's generally
Facebook
how
and
trolls react. I mean,
YouTube. Like people have the right to say what they want. You know, it's just words. Like even if you do spread fake information, I mean it's bad, but it's still your right to do it. But I mean, yeah, if this keeps going the way it's going, we're not gonna have no rights, nothing. Well, we probably have a Second Amendment. I'll probably be the last one that they'll try to take. But also, I was watching Town Pool. When was it? Yesterday. About he's be bringing on people and whatnot. They talk about Civil War again, and I
Oh
think
yeah, he brought in that Canadian person. Yep,
yeah,
I was listening to the bits of the podcast. I don't really follow the live streams when he does them. I streamed
yeah,
them a couple times when I was playing City of Heroes a while back. But did you get the stuff up yet? So I'll try to get stuff
yeah.
together. Okay,
Right here, I'm at 127.
you're at 127. All right, I'm at
Yeah.
124. Let me see. Yeah, I'll
All
just
right.
hit play.
All right.
Go ahead and hit play.
There we go.
We'll do it at the same time, but yeah, I was paying attention to what he was saying. I watch his clips that he does with those people, or I shouldn't say I watch. I listen to him while I'm at work
Mhm.
because I do feel it's important to be informed. Very, no sound on
No sound
video.
on video. For
Yeah.
me? Wait a minute. Hold
But it's
up.
got to be on you then.
What?
Are you sharing my video or your video? That's the question then.
I'm I'm
It's got to
sharing
be yours,
mine.
not mine. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Give me one
Fine.
second. Let me see. See if I can do something here. Should be sound. Let me check this out.
Yeah, I told a
All
couple of
right.
my coworkers that had no idea about this stuff earlier today. I'm using Brave browser. I don't know what he's using. Are you using Brave or Chrome? He's asking if you're using Chrome.
I'm using Microsoft Edge, the new version.
Edge. What are you doing on Edge? You should
That's
be
all I
on.
use.
You should be Brave browser, bro. Brave browser. Why are you not on
Oh,
Brave browser?
I don't know.
No, we don't care if you're a female or not. I'm sorry if us calling you bro or man or whatever bothered you. Nobody cares that you're a male or
uh,
a female. We don't
independent.
care.
Can you hear now? If not, then I'm gonna try something else. Should be able to hear. Oh,
I use Edge too,
yeah.
but I think StreamYard's changed sharing sound with Chrome. Not triggered, just clarifying. Okay, that's fine.
Still no sound. What the hell, man? How about the first one? What was the sound on that one?
I'm sure I have sound on mine 'cause I can hear my stuff going on, but I don't have the viewers you
I
have.
think I have an idea. Hold up. Let me stop.
All right, I'm gonna pause this. I got just past that Dr. Doyle there, so I'm gonna pause that.
Okay.
Um, Let me open this up here. Are they open? Are they watching through YouTube? Oh, I'm gonna send the links as well. I hope mine's is working good. I don't have the commentary. You have to tell me whether it's working good or not. If I did, I could say something, but I don't because you got a higher follower base. Oh, mute that. Ooh, that's loud. Okay, there we go.
Give me 1 second. Damn, 3 whole hours.
It's 3 hours and 41 minutes. It ain't 3 whole hours. It's way
Well,
longer.
yeah.
But there's
Okay.
a lot of good information in there.
So let's do
I
it like
just sent the link.
this.
I'm on Twitch and on YouTube at the same time, just as
I'm just on
Guns,
YouTube.
Games, and Gadgets is. Oh, I thought you were multi-streaming. That's why you're
No.
using. Oh,
Okay, let's see.
all right. I had paused it now.
Oh, I know what I did the first time. I ain't shared the damn audio. What the hell?
Why you keeping it a secret, huh? It's a secret. It's
No one would know.
it's really gay porn.
Oh my gosh. Okay, now you should be able to hear it. I'm at 3 minutes and 8 seconds.
All right, we'll start at 124 or whatever. I'm gonna wait
Okay.
for you before we go there.
Oh my
So
gosh.
you get your stuff going there, like 120 something.
I'm
Because that
trying. Hold
doctor
on.
there, he talks about the T
Whoops.
cells I was talking to you about earlier. I was telling my coworker about it. The T cells help fight against your cancers and stuff. But
All
I
right.
saw this doctor's video by himself without this dude, but this dude includes quite a bit, so he does a good job.
Oh my goodness. Trying
So
to get there.
get to
There we
124
go.
around there.
126. That's the best I can do. All right. Are we ready? Now they should be able to hear. I'm about to play it right now.
But what we're seeing in the laboratory after people get these shots, we're seeing a very
Now I'm
concerning
hearing it
drop in
through your
low
Good.
channel.
profile of these important killer T cells that you want in your body. It's almost a reverse HIV. In HIV, you lose your helper T cells, your
This when my
CD4
stream gets
cells.
shut down.
In this virus, this vaccine, what we're seeing is a drop in your killer
Is it too
T cells,
loud?
CD8
Not loud
cells.
enough? I need
And
feedback,
what do CD8
please.
cells do? They keep all other
I
viruses
hear it. It sounds like
illness
my
in
my volume as well.
an
Okay,
uptick
cool.
of
Does it
herpes
overheat?
family viruses. I'm
Is
seeing
it louder than
herpes,
us
I'm seeing
talking?
shingles, I'm seeing
No.
mono, I'm
Okay.
seeing a huge uptick in
What is
human
my Streamlabs
papillomavirus
doing?
in the cervical
Oh my
biopsies
gosh.
and
Why is
cervical
why is
biopsies in
that
women.
bot even
In
here?
addition to that,
I don't have it bot. Ah!
Why is that? I'm not even on Streamlabs. Why is that bot
You
here?
need to keep that in check. You need CD8
Turn video up a touch.
and
There you go. Turn the volume up, I
I
guess.
think it's maxed out. You may want to cut your phone or your computer up because I don't want to blow my eardrums.
But
Well, I turned up my main PC because I thought it was too low myself on my side.
I'll cut up a little bit more. There we
system of
go.
these individuals. Now, most concerning of all is there's a
Ah,
pattern
my damn
of
bot
these
gets on my
types of immune
nerves.
cells in the body that keep cancer in check.
I don't think you're spamming,
Well,
but that's
Yeah,
my
I'm
opinion.
sorry, Andy Panda. It's that stupid bots.
20
Watch
times
watch
increase
American B
of
Savage
endometrial
come in
cancers
just
You
to
over
gotta
purposely
on an
mess with the
annual
bot.
basis.
He's
you
always
you
messing with my
Times
bot.
you got to
increase.
turn off the volume so I don't hear what you're listening to though.
Year
That's
over year. I'm like,
because I've
Wait,
already
what?
streamed this on my end.
endometrial cancers before.
Hold
And
up.
invasive melanoma.
But it's all right though. It's all right. I'm still working on my stuff, so
Whoops. God dang it.
it's all right, brother.
There
We're
we go.
figuring it out.
Already seeing early signals.
So wait, you can
And
double hear
we
the
are
stream
modifying
or
If I had mine playing at the same time, it would sound like an echo right now. But I had mine paused because I was waiting for you to catch up.
okay.
These profiles on young individuals after the
All right.
Pfizer.
Yeah, just
showing
do you have
this
two
locked
monitors?
in, and we don't know
Yes.
how long. Maybe the
Okay,
immune
yeah,
system,
yeah. Just use
it's
one
gonna
for your
regenerate
stream
and those
and one
ratios
for
will go back
Streamline.
up. But
I
who
got
And then-
one that's got my
where the
Discord
long-
up. It's got
All
my
right.
XSplit up. It's got
How long is
my
this profile locked
it's got
in?
my
And-
it's got StreamYard up with Restream. It's got all that stuff up.
you should be able to mute my side.
If I mute you, I'm gonna mute you too, unless we're both in Discord together.
No,
That's
like
the
just
problem.
mute my screen. Don't mute me. Just my screen. See, there's 4 things up. You just hit mute on my screen. Then it should just be that.
Welcome to the Daily Wrap Up, a concise
Yeah, I
show
don't-
dedicated to bringing
Hold
you
up.
the most relevant, independent
I can
news
mute myself.
as we see it from the last 24 hours.
I can mute myself. I can't mute you directly.
Well, Monday, February 7th, 2022. Thank God we got that started. There's something
Cuts down a
crazy
little
going
bit
on
more,
today. I'll
I
tell you
can't hear
that.
you as
As
much.
always, it seems like
Okay.
everything is conspiring against us to get the information out today. As I drop my pen, even as we get the show started. Very frustrating. I don't need to go into all of it today, but as always, we have these things happen behind the scenes. I was supposed to start almost an hour ago. The entire thing crashed with. Thank God, actually, as I look through the information today, what I had planned for today mostly isn't affected. I did lose a lot of research on things that I had prepared, but what actually got affected
Okay.
more than anything was all the stuff that I had set aside for tomorrow. Really long, like
Everything's still good, Roman.
worth of work around the sterilizing immunity conversation. the
I hear
recent
you, but
studies
I
and
muted the
Red
guy
Cross
on
discussion
my
that
end.
just recently came back up again, and
Okay.
of course we lost all of it. But that's part of the job because they're desperately afraid of
Cut
what we're
him
trying
down
to
a
show
little
you
bit
guys.
more.
And all it does is, as much
I
as it does
can-
frustrate me, it actually motivates me to work
Okay.
all the harder. Which is what
Chat,
I
is
saw
that
after I got
good?
censored on Twitter. I went for like 9 days straight.
This is getting
That's what will
damn
happen.
bad.
Today
You got me
is gonna
playing
be a
this on
long
my
show.
channel.
Hopefully we get through it. I don't see any issues
I'm
happening right
playing.
now, but something's going on. I can just tell by the fact that I emptied out my computer and it's barely functioning for me right now. Probably gonna have to get something new tomorrow. That's just the way this works. We can even make that work. But the
Yeah, if
point
you're
being,
listening to this
this
guy
is
with the other stuff he
out with
shows you,
massive amounts
it's
of memory and
ridiculous.
everything else sitting there. People have checked this to make sure that it functions the way realistically, what I have in front of me should be able to do 3
Yeah,
times.
I don't use Twitter though. He's on Twitter,
That's
so
totally
I mean
Yeah,
that explains
yeah,
why
I
he's
don't use
having more
it.
problems. I mean that's why I got Gab now, and
I'm going to give you a quick
I'm gonna
understanding why that
I
took us
replaced
a
my
long
own physical
time.
picture of myself with the Gab image,
We really
so
need to
people
take away
just start
from all of
joining
this,
it
so that's
instead.
what happened. Now we're really just looking at the censorship, that what you're doing out there and what we're continuing to do, the conversations we're having, great one with High Impact Flicks today, the information. Just
If you want to speed it up by 0.125, you probably can get away with it. I mean, the
Well,
average person's gonna be able to understand it, I think.
Afraid of.
I'm not gonna watch
We're
this
just going
whole
to keep
thing.
going. We're going
Though.
to keep trying.
That's what I'm
keep
saying.
pushing.
The important part's the
There's a
beginning
new
anyway,
place,
not
a
the
new
entire
letter, a
thing.
new location, a new platform.
We don't care too much. We already know about the Canadian truckers and all, like that's
Last
mentioned
thing
in
they
this
care
thing
about,
too.
obviously, is you.
Okay.
But there will be things today
That's
that
the
Uh-oh.
very beginning.
slightly clunky. I'm going to tell you that right now, as my computer just froze on
Oh,
me.
that's his end. Okay.
And
Yeah, he's gonna have issues. Yeah, he will have
Jiminy
issues.
Christmas. This is ridiculous. See, my point is, I'm going to keep going through this today, guys. That I think we're back now. Just
Well, see what happens when you're spreading the truth. You get terrible internet.
You get
That's what
fucked
happens.
with.
Going about the
Yeah.
bells and whistles.
Yeah.
Let's get into the information because that's all that really matters, right? To start
Here we
off,
go. Same spot now.
well, and just a quick run over since I didn't get a chance to do that. We're going to have a lot to talk about today. We're going to talk about the HIV, coronavirus, COVID-19, and then also vaccine of COVID-19 connection through all this. A very interesting crossover that we've been talking about intermittently throughout all this, but really we're going to dive in a little bit today, not in as much as we could. We're also going to talk about interesting conversations that are being had right now around.
Did my Twitch cancel out on me? My Twitch not like it.
Collapsing athletes and the supposed debunked
Did
by
Twitch
CNN.
ban you?
Brian and I talked about
I'm checking right now. I saw an X real quick, so I'm
I'm
done.
just going to jump into it in general since
Oh man.
Nope, I got a viewer though.
I was waiting for an hour.
Okay.
before
I'm
we
still
got
here
to
on Twitch. I'm still here on Twitch.
Whatever happened. To start off today, I want to give another quick shout out to the T-Lab Pirate Post concept. So Pirate Vagabond here, somebody who made an account, just made it specifically to be able to let me use it, which I'm really happy to see. I just did a shout out today and I said, love the name, love the idea, like just the way it's going. Now, I think I see how we can fit this into Twitter. On just a quick moment to understand how, everybody right now is really impassioned to fight back, whether it's the protests, the Truckers for Freedom, which we do have a huge part on today. So make sure you stay tuned to the end. There's a lot going on right now that's motivating people to stand up and push back. And if you'd like to do that in regard to the censorship on Twitter specifically,
Yeah, people need to be pushing back harder, man.
Hell yeah, this is what me, Guns and Gadgets are on, man. We're trying.
I'm gonna pause it real quick so I can talk
So if you
about
have an
something.
account that you're not worried about losing, you don't care about Twitter,
All right. So when I went on another channel, I think Viva or something like that, there's no one there in Canada and in Ottawa. There's no one there now. So like I said a million of other times, I don't think protesting is going to do anything no more. I think people need to go take it up to the next level, which I'm not condoning no violence or nothing, but just other things that you can do to take it up to the next level before we get to that. I think people are just starting to lose faith and just lose confidence that the government's not going to bulge, because I don't think they will bulge unless people actually do something instead of sitting there protesting and blowing fucking horns all the time. Honestly, it's Canada. It's totally different, legal system, laws and stuff from America. Well,
I'm
the
gonna
red
slightly
states.
disagree with you there.
What?
I have to. I'm sorry, but I have to disagree. When you're messing with the truckers, and then I mean, I know you saw the protest. The farmers showed up with their farm tractors.
Yeah, first few
guys,
days.
heavy equipment operators showed up with their heavy equipment. I mean, I have a CDL. I recently bought a tractor for my own homestead in West Virginia. I'm not there yet. I'm in Jersey though, still. And I work at the landfill. When you're messing with all these CDL carrying people, like you have to have a CDL to work heavy equipment anyway, like tractors and stuff. When it comes to a company, a commercial, when you start messing with all of us, the suburbs ain't going to really suffer so much because most of those people can survive or they stock up because they don't go to town, except for, we call it town when we're going to the city or whatever to go buy a buttload of groceries anyway. We stock up. That's what we do when we live in the suburbs or out in the boonies. I live further out in the boonies. I don't really live in the suburbs. I live further out than that even. And my land in West Virginia is even further out than where we currently live now. that was my choice, me and my wife's choice. You know, we just wanted to be more independent and more away from civilization and people because since Puff Daddy came out of that song, "More Money, More Problems," I already knew the answer was more people, more problems. It wasn't money; it's people. People were the problem. When you have too many people cluttered together that are greedy, selfish individuals that don't want to work together or anything, that's when you have a lot of problems. And when it comes to the CDL carrying truck drivers or heavy equipment operators like myself, they're just going to choose if like Trudeau's government over there in Canada are going to like take their licenses and stuff. All they're going to do is hurt their own people because now you're going to have that many less people to deliver goods and services to that community. There's going to be
Yeah.
less food on the shelf, less TVs in the store for people who want TVs and computers and everything else. By restricting CDL carrying drivers to do their job and deliver services and goods, and then you're going to force more people to possibly slowly wake up. Well, other people are going. Some of those people are that far washed, brainwashed.
The
They are
city
definitely
slickers
are.
are are the
Yeah,
ones
so
that's brainwashed.
yeah,
But
they're
they
definitely
don't
severely
understand these
brainwashed.
truckers are the ones that bring y'all's fucking food and TVs and shit.
Yeah, well, that's the
So,
thing. That's my point.
mhm.
Is what I'm getting to is that the truckers not only bring the stuff in, they also you have to have a CDL to be a trash truck driver to take the trash out of those
Yeah,
CDLs.
that too. Your trash as well. I keep forgetting about
Everybody
the
forgets about the
trash.
trash. I am part of the trash industry, and this is why I bring it up consistently. Everybody forgets about that. We have
Yeah,
CDLs. You have to have a CDL to operate a trash truck. It's a
yeah,
fact. And you don't have to have an A. An A means you can operate a tractor with a trailer attached to it. A CDL B means you can operate a commercial driver's license vehicle, a trash truck. And if you have with the air brakes, you have to have the air brakes. At least in America, that's how it works. I don't know
yeah.
how other countries work, but you have to have CDL B with air brakes. I have air brakes and tanker. I don't have an A myself. I could have gotten an A before they decided to change the law come February, which means now you have to go to school and pay $4,000 to get your A. So they've now made officially this more like a tech school to become a CDL driver in America versus before it was $120 if you knew somebody who had a tractor trailer that would spend some time with you, you could get your license just like you could your driver's license. But it wasn't free. It wasn't cheap. It was still 120 some dollars out of your pocket or 150. Now they want $4 grand out of your pocket. You are
I thought
going
it
to
was 5
restrict
grand.
you're going to restrict CDL driver's license immensely now. Immensely. Before it was a poor to middle class job. Now it is going to be a middle class only job. If they pay that rate still, because if they don't, people ain't going to get it. They ain't going to pay $4 grand to get their license. Hell no. Not if you're getting paid like $15 an hour when you go work for McDonald's or Walmart for $15 an hour.
That's
It's
all
not
they
going to
get
happen.
paid.
When I started off at the landfill where I work at now, I started off at $14 and like something cents an hour, and I had to have a CDL to work full time.
Wow.
So now I currently make in the low 20s. Again, I still have to have a CDL to work there, but I am now a heavy equipment operator. I've worked my way up. So they're only going to give themselves more problems by doing what they are currently doing. When it comes to restricting drivers or taking away their
The
licenses.
government's panicking there. That's why they're doing this, being more aggressive.
Well, it's not all the
They
governments.
think
It's
being
only
aggressive
Trudeau
is
and Ottawa. If you paid attention to everybody else, they all backed down on the mandates. Everybody
yeah.
pretty much abandoned Trudeau and his mandates.
He's a
The rest
tyrant, man. That
the
dude
rest of the
needs to
territories in Canada gave a big middle finger to Trudeau
yeah.
and lifted all their mandates except for Ottawa. That's the only place. It's the only place where they're recognizing, I guess, their emergency powers. At least the last couple videos I saw, I mean, they are arresting drivers too, and like random people, and stopping their bank accounts.
That's oh yeah, yeah, and they shut down that other not GoFundMe, but it's called something else, but they shut that down too. Or they
Yeah, they had
froze
that
it.
gelato lady that was working there. That was on Fox News. I heard that today. I don't normally listen to Fox News, but that popped up, and I'm like, geez, because that was out the other YouTuber I was telling you about that was talking about it. It's nuts, but that's just the idiocracy that we're currently living in. Like idiocracy is becoming a real life movie at this point.
Oh God, I think we got a troll in here. I don't even understand what that says.
Well, it looks like Russian alphabet to me.
Yeah, maybe he's not a troll, but my spot will probably is probably paying attention to him. All right,
Well,
well we
yeah,
want to move on to the video. So
yep,
here we
yep.
go.
Especially
The
if it's
Russian
got a
bots are
reasonable
coming
phone.
in to
Send me
try
the
to
information. Jake, if you
something.
The
want
Russian.
TLAB, Pirate Post, Pirate
Why is
Vagabond,
the background an H and not a
continually
Trump?
use it. Now, the idea, though, is the only way this works, if you'd like to help us make this work, because you guys know Twitter works in regards to the network, right? If you'd like to help this work, one thing you need to do is continue to look for TLAB Pirate Post hashtags. Because if this is going to be different accounts, it's important that we continue to use that so we see each other, and as well as the fact that people can see it if I'm doing it, so they know where to look for it. They'll probably censor that too, but it's a starting point. But then also, the important part is that we continue to follow automatically, right? So if we want to keep using Twitter, which I argue that most people should be finding anything else. My point in
Yeah,
being
that's why I'm on Gab now.
lost.
Like I said, this
Yeah.
guy is
Now,
very
nonetheless,
long with this.
a lot of
This
you are
guy
gonna-
has a
anyway,
lot
the
of
point
damn
is,
what you
Hello,
call
tabs.
it?
You see all the tabs open up there?
Jesus, it's like
the free in the
40,
chat.
50 tabs.
If you watch the whole video, it's very educational. Matter of fact, what I'm going to do while this is up here is I'm going to
We
We
grab
should
this.
cut
Yeah,
into
it's really
segments.
working.
Like
So I'm
do
gonna
like an
continue to
hour
try to do this.
today,
Right
do
now,
some
we're still
more
using
tomorrow.
the Doodlebug account, which is
All
my
right.
assistant's account.
I'm going to go to my own.
It is, and
here.
which she graciously let me
Plop
use.
it in there.
That we're going to continue to post.
So
on
if somebody wants to watch
Instagram.
this video unedited without us in the background,
As I
there it
post-
is.
This is the post I was talking about. Love the name. Let's show
Go to my
them their
Twitch, too,
censorship
and put it
no
in
longer
there.
scares us. Right? We're now content outlaws.
Did you see
We're
Brandon
not the sense
posting a map of our
content,
planned
right?
attack
We are pirates
vectors
of content.
and
We are out
claiming they
there trying to
shelled a?
eat
No, I didn't, Epka. I appreciate
don't
the
want
input,
to
bro.
see. And as I've
I
talked
did
about,
not see that
the
just
historic
yet. No.
concept of pirates is greatly misunderstood.
Here's a link to the video
In
we
fact,
currently
it stems
have up.
from the Navy itself, the British Navy.
I guess
and
I'll
they were
link it on
defectors
my
from people
end.
that got tossed aside.
Yeah,
that
I
weren't
put
useful
that
to
up
the
in my
government
Twitch and my
they
YouTube.
felt
I'm in just
completely
chatting on
lost
Twitch.
and felt completely discarded, and so they started attacking those ships and fighting back. And you know,
Why didn't that pop up my
using
chat
those
right away
skills.
though?
And yes, a lot of the people
Delayed.
in that time, or any time for that
Like I
matter, were
said, chat.
bad
You
people
if you guys
doing
want to
terrible
join,
things and abusing
you're
that
more than
black
welcome
market
to.
style situation.
I'll link
But
it
the point
again
is, if you
here.
actually read the history, there's a lot of these people that were not necessarily terrible people. They were just simply there by default
There you
because
go.
of where
If
their
you guys
government
wanna
put them.
come
Starting to
join,
sound familiar?
you can.
And so the
There you
point
go.
is that when you're dealing with a fraudulent, completely tyrannical government, often fighting back in that way is not necessarily the wrong path. And I'm not even trying to get into
Oh,
violence. I'm
jeez,
trying
it's,
to throw
it's from the
some
Daily
light on
Beast
the
though.
pirate radio.
I don't know if I can read if I could.
People that were choosing to broadcast from locations where
Yeah,
they
that guy has a ton of tabs open.
again,
Epka.
like a matrix.
Yeah,
not
the
matrix.
Daily Beast. It's hard to trust. The Daily
Broadcasting
Beast was the first
truth.
thing I seen up.
As we
What
see
the-
it, of
like,
course.
wait, what?
This
Daily
is not
Beast?
just our opinion, but the truth. So
I know that's
we are
propaganda.
outlaws, not by choice, but by necessity. Not out of a desire to hurt, destroy, or
Also,
manipulate, but to
I will
fight for the
link
truth. So join us.
Upnor's channel as
Now, I want to start
well.
off with something I think is really important.
Oh, is that?
I'm actually really surprised. I mean, I had seen the conversations around this. You guys know that I've been touching on a lot of these conversations, whether it's Ukraine or Syria, and just kind of giving you the overview. Robert Inlakesh has been doing a great job, keep writing some articles for TLAB on this discussion, or all these discussions. And I've heard this kind of floating around. I even saw this article, to be honest. But because I'm so,
Here
and
we
this is
go.
kind of where I was trying to, the other day, thinking to myself, like, I need to make sure that I'm not,
Me too.
I
One
just need to
shell
take a step
hit
back in a lot of
rather
ways. I
than
don't mean
turning
this-
it
I'm not
into a
in
surface
any way
of the moon.
suggesting
Yeah.
my coverage up until
That
now is
sounds
absolutely paramount. I
sus
still
to
think it
me.
is. I'm still, that's absolutely the most important thing happening in the world, in my opinion. But
Let's
I'm
go
actually
with
mad at myself
your
that I didn't see
channel
this.
here,
U.S.
this
again
stream.
tries to pass off government assertions as evidence. Now, this is what's funny about this is I could have given you exactly what I did report to you. From my opinion and what I know from the past and the history and the evidence in front of us today, it's exactly what seems to be happening. Surprise, surprise. But you have to watch this, and we're going to go through this together. To start off with a
Did I
foreign
share this
policy
right?
point. U.S.
Oh,
again
yeah, I
tries
did.
to pass off their assertions as evidence. I love this picture, by the way. I almost probably should have used that today.
That's not what I wanted to do.
Caitlin Johnstone doing an excellent job as always, talking about this. You can read this for yourself, and she always does a great job and very entertaining writing as well. But I just
should have
want to
put,
talk about this. This was actually even brought up to me
your,
with, I forget who brought this up when I was
channel
on somebody
name.
else's show. And I just simply commented, "Oh, I love Matt Lee in general, but I didn't
On your
realize
thing.
Don't
this is
share that.
what
Oh,
happened."
no, you share that.
Take a look. You're gonna love this. Let's watch this together.
That's what we're watching right now.
I loaded it. And I want to make an important point about what this is
It's on your channel though.
and why this is so very
All right.
relevant for everything.
Yeah, I
that's
shared
going
you on my
Even
channel, and I
going back
shared
to COVID
you
period and
on
how
my
this is
Twitch
starting
and my
to get
YouTube.
parts of that in our attention.
Okay.
This is incredible. And what this shows you is not
Yeah,
only
you
the
aren't wrong,
how the
Epka.
government has
It
been,
is similar to
how
what
they
happened in
see itself,
Syria.
but what COVID has done to their perception of how we respond. Like literally, just to sum this up in one phrase, this is the government standing there telling you, because we say it, it is evidence. Because we're asserting this, because we're putting forward our idea, that is now the reality.
Bright.
And now he's even upset that Matt Lee is not happily taking that and running with it. And it just shows you how he's just exacerbated. He's like, why are you not just towing the line? Watch this. This is, and trust me, this is entertaining. Like, this is not some take your medicine kind of moment. This is, I laughed watching this, and you're going to laugh with me right here.
Well, you think the Democrats would hate China too if that was the case, because they're going anti.
And to give you a quick background,
LGB, all that stuff in China as well.
Give it to you.
So much so that they're making it illegal over there.
The Chinese people don't like that gay shit at all.
Well, that's their government. Their government's preaching more masculinity over there. That's what they're doing now. They ain't tolerating none of that sensitivity nonsense.
I closed this because I didn't.
I'm shocked people went to the Olympics there after they started all this.
Yeah, Razor Fist. I know Razor Fist did a thing on it. Yep.
For those that may not know,
they started all this, and people still wanted to go to China.
And this is, the general location.
It's got the lowest ratings in history for the Olympics.
Good.
Trust me, most people.
This one does.
Good.
And it's not because anybody's necessarily dumb. It's because of the people, our governments, and the way we're taught. They don't teach you understand this.
Well, China don't love freedom though. They might.
Federal Reserve.
The government loves itself over there. So much so that they elect like non-believers to a faith that's supposed to be represented by believers. But that's what you get when you get Catholics in charge of a faith over there.
Here,
the Catholics just came.
Along the border.
I'm sorry, I don't care to offend anybody or whatever, but if you claim to be some form of Christian, wrong one to be is Catholic. They just came to everything. The Catholics are not real Christians, in my personal opinion. They got too much cult in there.
Way over here. Okay.
Well, I don't know too much about that anyway. So that's all.
They have a lot of pagan religion involved. Like the last two videos I have over here were Revelations and from Babylon to America. One of them explains it. I have one followed by a rabbi and the other one by a Christian. The Christian that's doing it is not not as far as I'm aware of as a registered preacher.
They would lose their collective minds. And
damn, so you gotta have your license to be a preacher. I know that.
Okay, so let's make sure that's clear. So
like the guy
not only
gave me a religious exemption.
I've talked about it before. It's very important.
Wow. You gotta have your license to do anything.
People are telling me the screen's frozen.
Everything.
Let me make sure you guys can see this.
Oh yeah, I saw that today. I did see that today, Epka. I did see that Razor Fist today. I shared it too.
I'm gonna go as if you can see it. Let me know in the chat.
Oh, he's about to start talking about the Ukraine thing now.
These weird little things where things just freeze on us.
I think that's just a big distraction, to be honest with you.
Ukraine is a huge distraction. That's all it is. It's not.
Going back just a quick.
I was listening to Mr. Reagan. His wife is from Russia, and her family is still in Russia, like her parents and all.
In Ukraine.
And then he was doing an interview with a guy his family's from Ukraine, and the guy's in America right now, saying that both of their families are saying nothing's going on, and both of their families live near the border.
If Russia was literally right inside Cuba, and I'm talking literally because we know that there are U.S. forces involved, at least
first one to have
advisors. I promise you, there's more than that. The bottom line.
Yeah, I'm not going with
these assets of the U.S. government. They're openly working alongside them. Right, and this is exactly.
I don't have any moderation settings set that I'm aware of. I could be wrong though, Epka. I mean, unless it's a base one,
mod system,
right?
I have 0 mods at the moment. Like I could be trolled instantaneously, probably. I don't have any mods set up. No bots or nothing.
Oh wow!
The misrepresentation.
Yeah, like I have Nightbot, but my Nightbot is inactive. Like I stopped using it. So.
And then the U.S. not liking that.
Oh, if she was to come and join, she can.
And verifiably so. We've proven this.
Pretty active.
They just keep going with the narrative. Sound familiar?
On my channel.
What we're dealing with today.
It might be Twitch's a Twitch thing built in. I guess I didn't. I got your link from YouTube on here. It shared your link. Like I didn't turn off links yet. I mean, I really need to like set some stuff up and get it organized better, honestly.
It's a ridiculous.
But I don't have it set up.
Government didn't stick its fingers in.
And I actually, Epka, I do intend on making you like a mod, so
white supremacist
I just haven't gotten there for yet. Oh, I just heard a sound that sounded like Command and Conquer. Is that you or is that my stuff?
not even Ukraine. We're talking about U.S. forces all over. So
That was
Russia.
weird. Sound like a Command and Conquer like sound effect.
I didn't think the Ukraine was that big.
So the idea
That's
is
a
if you're
big
putting
piece of
troops
land right there.
along
Now I
the
see why they
border
want
in
it.
your territory.
Look how big Russia is. It's ridiculous.
Well,
movement
yeah,
or
but I
action.
mean,
And then look at China.
Most of
China,
it's cold.
How's Mongolia separate than China? Yeah, you know that's bullcrap.
Especially then when the U.S.
The
government
Mongols, they got them all conquered over there. Unfortunately, I'm not trying to say it's fortunate.
Now, that's
Oh,
no
that was
Russia wouldn't take advantage of
Poland.
that was
it.
That was
all sorts of
Steam.
things. You know exactly
It's
what they're
flashing
claiming.
at the bottom of your.
Belarus.
I see that. I'll leave that alone for now.
Europe
This
has
is
so much history.
Absolutely 100% what the U.S. government is creating, hyping, and making happen. Especially
you know what?
even
I'll
in
pop it
regard
up
to
here.
classical NATO conversations.
Ow!
The
Up here.
idea of whether they weren't supposed to cross certain areas, which we all know to be
Ah.
true. So here we are in a situation now where they're freaking out.
That's probably a Twitch thing. Then that's not me.
In reality,
I thought
just
Norway
like
was.
I'm talking about the U.S. government.
That's not me,
Somewhere
FK. That was Twitch.
Where they've created problems, then going, look at that dangerous thing. Now we have to go in. Syria, Bolivia, Venezuela, technically, I mean, yeah,
So you think it's going to be a World War
many
III
times the U.S. government has
when all
gone
this
into
is
Venezuela.
said and done? Like,
Not with Ukraine and Russia.
But the point is,
okay,
if you go, all right, I'm going to send you the link.
What they're discussing here is what is the kind of crux of the conversation.
you think
right
Russia's going to end up invading
As
them?
you've seen already, we've discussed.
I'm gonna send you a link right now.
Flag event.
I know I sent you this stuff already, but
to me, that's okay.
This guy from the Torah,
right? I mean,
this Jewish dude who does the American Babylon,
governments would carry out
does a very good job.
Wag the dog situation.
And he believes it's going to be a Muslim Islam nation. You know, like
that happens.
with what happened with 9/11, that we were attacked by.
That would make your head spin.
You know, a Muslim nation. That's what he believes. Like sparks World War III. It's not going to be Russia.
So now we're in a situation where the U.S.
It might even be Afghanistan with all those nice new weapons that America left behind because of our incompetent government.
Even
I mean, honestly, it might just be them again.
Weapons now.
Yeah, it might just be them again. I mean, that's all I can. I can only speculate.
Over there, Matt Lee's
Russia pulled their forces back on the day Brandon said we were going to invade. Now they're moving them back.
Conspiracy theorists. I don't know how
we
they're trying to
brought the Afghans here too.
Here's where there are back and forth about that happening and the
it's not good, man. It's not good, Efka. Definitely not.
And then we got this potato in office that doesn't even know where he's at. Like,
indeed, he is a potato.
Confident test. This dude's not really there in the head at all.
No.
One, the actions I've just pointed to.
We're showing a lot of weakness. That's why Russia is doing this. They're just testing us, see how much they can do.
Disinformation.
I don't really, I don't like as much as people think Russia and China with Taiwan right now. China's having a lot of problems with food and a bunch of other issues, and Russia's
2 billion people.
Right out of the gate.
I mean, they're having both of them are having problems right now.
They're doing,
and honestly,
and all he does is
I'm a Christian, man. I am a strong believer in Christ. I'm not some casual Christian out here, and I'm no Catholic. Because honestly, I believe like
based on what we've claimed.
Like I didn't. I'll show you the last video once we get to it. I have them lined up on mine with revelations one's from the rabbi perspective and one's from the Christian perspective.
And else, like, can you look? Can you? Guy totally.
It's not good, and
they are all.
Honestly, I do believe in them because of the spiritual side of it. That I believe it's going to be a Muslim nation that sparks World War III. It's not going to be the Russians or even the Chinese. Like, well, the Chinese are, they have those death camps with Uyghur Muslims. You got to remember that. That's a big thing.
I forgot about that. Yeah,
everybody talks about the Uyghur Muslims.
About. Yeah.
Now, this rabbi that I follow I follow recently on YouTube, mentions it's going to be the Islamic nation, the Muslim nation that sparks World War III. And who's to say it's not them attacking China, then it going after everybody or something? I mean, because you got to remember, the Chinese people are they're enslaving and torturing Muslims. I don't care if they're Uyghur Muslims or what kind of Muslims they are. They're doing that to Muslims in general. So if they don't stick together, I can't be mad at them for wanting to defend their own people if that's the case. I mean, I would expect Christians to do the same thing for other Christians.
Matt's not taking
But
their
that
narrative.
may spark very well World War III, which is what this rabbi says in End Time Revelations.
But that's always
Now,
been the case. But
you're going by
why
spiritual things here, though. You're not going by facts and feelings and
that
stuff.
is
You're
what
going by
they-
spiritual things, and it's hard to contest with things like with the Bible and with
action that Russia.
with the
Well, it's
Torah
like
and
that
all.
because not everyone is Christian and whatnot, and people don't believe. You know. So.
Yeah, well, you got it. Yeah, it's based. That's all based on faith. And again, there are people who hate Jews. Like look at BLM.
Like
Apparently,
Nazis.
no, look at BLM today.
I shouldn't
I
have
mean,
said that.
Does this sound familiar?
he just that one guy in Kentucky just tried to assassinate a dude running for mayor who was a Jew.
I mean, for crying out loud.
BLM dude just tried to do that.
Oh, yeah.
He became one of them
Before you even want to go back,
black nationalists, where they believe that black people were the original Hebrews.
Manipulation.
You know, if God bless your religion and all, if you have faith and it's a peaceful religion, peaceful being the key
Yeah.
term there.
Yeah, peaceful.
Yeah, I saw that. I shared that immediately today, Epka, as soon as I saw that. Liberal Hive Mind shared that. Amazon and a bunch of other places have stopped funding BLM. There's another conspiracy
BLM
behind
is that organization is
the
dying
global,
out.
specifically the global organization has been stopped being funded by a bunch of mainstream big dudes like Amazon, for example.
It's a real thing. They put out ads.
Now, not to get on other conspiracies about Jews and stuff, but there is a big giant conspiracy about that. I'm sure you've heard of too, Guns.
In fact, they were even had videos that they got.
Where they kind of run everything.
Weird, even for someone like Matt Lee to push back.
Have you heard that one?
Come to your own conclusions about that. But that's a
you haven't heard how like they run like all the major news media networks and everything.
Who, the elite?
The Jews, the elite.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, yep.
The elite is a bunch of Jewish people.
We have declassified.
Most of them, if not all of them, are Jewish. Yes.
Intelligence.
I personally don't hate anybody. Honestly, I mean that's my religion preaches peace and love, not hate.
This guy is.
But
I genuinely.
There's a bunch of people, regardless if they're black or white, that strongly dislike Jewish people because they tend to have a lot. They have amassed quite a bit of a fortune. They also amass quite a bit
Jewish
of.
people are very rich.
Well, if you look at their history, they amassed quite a bit of oppression when being enslaved by 5,000 years of Egyptian tyranny, not to mention everything else that
The
happened.
Jews were the ones who killed Jesus.
You should question.
Yes, they are. But they were also nearly depending on one's belief, executed by the Nazis too. Extinct by the Nazis, depending on one's belief.
Palmer's a bitch, then.
Whatever.
But
like this
well, the Nazis, Hitler wanted to make himself the new Jesus.
In my opinion,
but anybody else would be like, yeah, he was Satan. But that was too early because obviously the world didn't end yet, so he could not have been Satan.
Really know. That's my
Antichrist.
That's my point.
Yes, he was not the Antichrist. Hitler was not the Antichrist.
I hear you, man.
A lot of people believe that he might have been, but it didn't happen. Yeah, otherwise we'd be living our 1,000 years of peace with Jesus right now.
Evidence is
yeah, so I think it's in this generation where we're gonna meet the Antichrist. He could be here, she could be here, it could be anyone.
I think it's because I got like 10 years of age on you that I've seen way too many conspiracy theories on a lot of different things. So I know stuff you may not know. I'm gonna have to share it to you off stream.
You got 12 years on me.
12 years?
Yeah.
This year I'll be 39, so. But yes, I am aware of quite a bit of conspiracies about a lot of different things, man. And I'm not saying they're all true, and I will never say that. I am quite aware of all of the success that Alex Jones had, though, and I ain't going to denounce that dude for being so successful in all the conspiracies. Like, when they're making, what was it? Howard Stern saying they were making fun of Alex Jones for saying that the vaccine had AIDS, and like when it comes out that it has HIV cells in it.
Yeah, people are going to be pissed off when all this come out.
You see that?
People
this
wake
is my
up.
point right there.
Yeah,
this guy is making eye contact with other reporters and going, "Gee."
42. That's the meaning of life, isn't it, Epka? Yeah, that's. Like the what was it? What was it? Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Yeah.
can show that
More than once.
Of course, and it makes the frogs gay. Yes, yes.
that shows that the
I am aware of Alex Jones being right about a lot of ridiculous things, and I told my wife about it and shared the videos, and she's like, "How's this not mainstream news? How's this not on Fox News right now?" It's like,
Well, I'm glad your wife is waking up to all this now.
well, it took
Once
it,
people
it
start
took
seeing what's going on, they
it
won't
took
stop looking. But
it
oh
took the
wow!
mandates to come to her job for her to wake up and start wanting to listen to the
So basically,
conspiracy.
when something happens to you,
said it
you
did.
do something,
Now, just for the
or
record,
you start
I'm
paying
not saying I
attention.
know
I
for
mean,
sure that this guy
when something
doesn't just
happens
completely
to
know
you,
this and it just.
She was wondering,
My gut tells me by the way his facial
she
reaction.
was wondering about a lot of stuff, and I was like, I keep all this to myself because I don't want you to worry so much because you worry way too much, woman, about a lot of things.
It was kind of like,
But
really?
now she gets it. She's getting it, and
yeah,
certainly possible.
that's good,
But
man.
my
Just
point
spread
overall
the
is not to
word,
say that I
man.
know how he's
They
thinking,
can't
but to show
censor
you how
that. They
much
can't
this is shifting,
censor us talking in
right?
public.
Where
They could try,
you
but
don't
they're going to
accept what they're
fail.
oh,
stating.
I sent to you. I sent it to you. The Ron Johnson 5-hour long thing where he interviewed all these famous doctors from all over
Yeah.
about the vaccines and everything else going on. And I sent it to her parents and her brother. Her brother's a brain doctor.
The majority.
Mm-hmm.
Never got a response. Her parents, but when I sent the thing about Revelations, her dad called me the next day. He watched the whole thing because it caught his interest. I said, "Do you want to see the one from the rabbi?" Because I know her dad's a Christian. Like he's so he knows so much about the Bible that he could know scripture from the back of his hand almost. Like that guy could be a preacher if he wanted to. I think her dad is well versed in the Bible.
I'm sorry that you
And he said, "Yes, send me the rabbi too." I don't know how well he knows the Torah. Like I literally bought a Torah at one of the flea markets just because I don't like being knowing stuff. Like, and I recently bought another dictionary because honestly, they're trying to change the dictionary on the fly with like Wikipedia and all that crap. They can get out of my face with that nonsense. I'm gonna take pictures of the physical copies I own at home. I'm not gonna deal with these people changing.
But
our
everyone for
definition
tuning
here.
in, thanks for tuning in, guys. I see some people popping in and whatnot. You guys are more than
I miss
welcome
them.
to join the stream.
other than what you're saying.
I
I
mean,
got the
it's
link
like,
and
I'm
everything
almost
up
laughing because
pinned.
Matt Lee is just like, do you really want me to say it again? Like, you don't have it. You're
Anyways,
stating
Roman,
things and you're
sorry.
going
Oh,
fast.
you're good, bro. You're good.
Got
I
some
can't
people
believe you don't
popping
want
in
this
and
stated
out.
out printed fact that I'm
I
stating
wonder what's
because we
going
said it,
on.
and therefore
Lots
it's a fact.
going on. Or people's getting
It's
tired
so
of it,
silly.
but
It's like you're saying
we got to
we
keep
think
people in the
we
know.
have
Like this is
information the Russians
you know,
may do this.
this is something that
Oh,
we
yeah,
chose
they-
to do. It's a
Well,
chance that
and
we're
then when-
taking
when-
for
when
our
you
channels.
That is the
I know.
idea
But
of deterrence, Matt.
I
That is
mean,
the idea
it
behind
has to get out there.
deterrence.
People
It's
got to
all
know
about
what's
the
going
question
on,
is,
man.
Yeah,
I can
Efko,
say this on and on and on.
They've added that whataboutism and straw man theory to everything anymore. And then when you try to pull it back on them, they don't like it. I had one of my friends that we used to play Warhammer 40K consistently, and it was me and him were always like in the top 3. And the guy had completely lost his mind over all this stuff. He's in the National Guard, I mind you. I don't know if he still is or not, but that dude completely he went far lefty on me. I'm like, are you seriously supporting fascism and communism? He's like, oh, that's not what
I mean,
he was
He
telling
probably
me.
went
That's
far
what I
left
was
to get some
supporting.
money.
exactly what people that
He was
The
telling
left
me
is
I
where all
was
the
supporting
money's
that stuff.
at.
I was like, dude, no, I'm not. I was like, are you serious right now? Are you not paying attention to everything going on?
Like that.
Like we're both telling each other the same thing
Doing
and
this
telling
since
each other.
2019.
That's ridiculous. That's what people
We're
that
telling each
No
other. You,
sound. Wait a minute. You can't hear
We're over
this?
here pointing at
who can't hear this?
what they've done
When you're
before,
in my
what
end, I
they've
can hear
done
everything
based
going
on the ground research,
Oh,
blah, blah,
well,
and on and
okay.
on and on, like Syria and everything else. They're taking the line of what they call conspiracy theorists, and that's what's
May
most
want to cut
key.
your phone up or
this
your
Oh, I can hear
computer
you.
up. But can you
It
hear
just doesn't. It doesn't even add up unless they're just lost in
this guy.
completely and what they think
I see
we're
him sit pretty,
as the
baby.
population of this country.
They
Intelligence.
can't hear. I can hear, but and I hear it over yours. So I have mine muted right now.
That the Russians are even
But you
Matt,
can
I
hear
I'm
this.
not saying that they're not.
Yeah.
But
Give me
you
one
just
second. Let me
Ah.
see if I can hear my own.
expect us just to believe
Yeah, because
it
Right.
I
without
included the
a
audio
shred of evidence
and I cut it up a
that
little
it's
bit
actually
more.
true.
Oh yeah, I hear it. I hear it on my end.
I
No
asked,
doubt.
Okay.
when anyone
Yeah.
else asked,
You hear it on your end.
I said, well, I just gave it to you. This was just you making a statement.
Matt, you
There's
said
no echo on your end now.
quite a long time.
Okay.
You know that when we make
Nope.
information, intelligence information public,
I can hear what you're watching through
that
your
protects
mic or your headset or whatever.
You also know that we do so. We declassify
Yeah.
information.
Everything that you've been hearing, I can hear.
If you doubt the credibility of the U.S. government, of the British government,
Okay.
of other governments, and want to find
It's definitely not
solace in
easy
information
hosting
that
these
the
things.
Russians are putting out.
But
That
StreamYard
is for
do
you to
make it
do.
easy though, or
Right. So they
easier.
basically just accused him of being a Russian disinformation
They're
agent. I
banning
mean,
words
this
from
is
words.
pathetic.
Yeah.
I mean, well, I'm not the
Yeah,
only one.
you're right.
I mean, it's that is a cheap shot when you clearly are on the
I wish I was on
defensive,
Gab
knowing that he's
doing
calling
this
you
and
out
had
for
the
your BS.
audience on
And you
there.
just
Yeah, they
basically
don't have
take
live stream yet on Gab.
So,
That's the
oh, you
problem
must be
though.
Russian,
And
so
then
then
when
at it,
they do
media.
enable it,
Right? I mean,
I'm going to
it's
start from scratch.
feckless.
Did you fix your
Really,
mic or no?
There's,
Or
it
you don't
is
know? Or
absolutely baseless. But that's what they do. That's like everything else he's saying right here.
My
I don't know how.
headphones? There's something wrong with my
Well,
headphones?
no, I can hear your stuff. I don't know if people can hear your stuff.
Describing
Oh,
a very specific scene.
Right, your one dude said
Videos.
that
Yeah.
pretty baby can't
We
hear.
don't
So
need to go into such great detail. Obviously, I'm not going to spell out.
well,
what
if you
is
said that
harm
you
to
can
Declan,
hear
but
it,
I will leave.
then
yeah, well, I can hear it on my end
Okay, so you
through
see what he
you.
wanted to do right there? You see the fact that we went in such great detail, wink, wink, must imply we have
Okay.
it, don't you think? Right?
Let
That's
me
what
go on
he
my
won't. Go ahead and
phone.
Oh, I can
assume
hear it now.
he's
I can hear it
telling
now.
them to
Let me
do.
get my
I'll
phone
leave
in.
it to you to
I can hear it
assume
through
that
YouTube
in
now.
fact nudged in your
Okay.
direction that we must have a
I'm
video
gonna
because we
check
wouldn't
though.
know the
I'm gonna
things we
mute
said
myself.
otherwise. And how are we supposed to know that? How do we confirm that you didn't just make things up, which you've done before? This is absolute garbage.
Yeah, they like to straw man
If you
Epka.
haven't
You're
seen
absolutely
who
right
these
though.
people are, this
They
should
hate
be
it when you
enough
do it
by now.
back to them.
I mean, for
And
crying out loud.
I
these guys
treat
are
them like they treat me. They
ridiculous.
don't like it.
And I'm not
I
just
did
talking
that to
about
my
the
own friends. Like
This is just one
when I
action.
saw what they were doing and called them hypocrites on it, and then
I
they're
don't
like,
think
"Oh,
you
this
saying
you're
all this
straw
stuff-
manning." I'm
you-
like, "You're
you
straw
understand-
manning," and I point out the fact that what they're straw manning or
I
showing
can
the
hear this
hypocrisy.
perfectly fine.
I can hear
my
it too.
phone.
I can hear you
Let me
fine
cut
on your
this down a little bit more though.
Look how
on your
frustrating.
YouTube. I checked your YouTube out and I could hear it. So
I
We've-
can hear
we've
it perfectly
said
fine.
things
So
for
that's
some time now
definitely
that
his
we're
end.
not-
well,
Unless he's a
that's what a
troll.
leftist does, Epka.
something.
I haven't. I tried playing with Big John not that long ago
In
with
their territory.
Micro C and a couple other guys.
But with Iran,
And we were in his voice chat. He had his thing saying going live in like so many minutes.
lots of bad things.
Gonna go
happen.
live with him and try jumping on with him. And he ended up not streaming that night.
Decides to move forward.
I don't know if that was a reason or not. I have no idea. But it is.
The
what
left
it
is going to start losing this war pretty soon. Once people start waking up, the left is going to start using. Well, they are starting to lose because they're starting to spread other propaganda
notice that
out,
cut
and
earlier.
people's not
They've
buying it
been.
now.
They've been. I
People's
mean,
not
now they're
buying
gonna.
it. People
Did
are
you
waking
hear
up.
that they were gonna try saying that they're for lower taxes and stuff like that?
See, even iMotion you make.
They were
right
gonna
there,
start
right?
saying that
They're
stuff.
simply
Like, are you
discounting-
serious?
they're simply not taking your statement as absolute fact with nothing to back it up.
Hey, you're gonna start
Even if
taking
I say
right-leaning
I'm not a Russian
talking
agent,
points here
You know
and
what I mean?
lying. I mean,
This is a.
if anybody votes for them
US
based
government.
off their lies anymore, they deserve whatever they get. I'm sorry. I mean, they
There's
said
still a
free
lot of sheep
college,
out
they
there,
said free
man.
health care, and they said all this other free stuff, and they've been turned down at every corner.
Yes, you are. You're saying the proof is
Still a
that
lot of
they
sheep
just
out there.
Right.
and
Yeah,
sheep will
man, there are a lot of
continue
sheep
to
out there. You're right.
Follow
we
the
have
herd.
all of us,
Uh,
in the American people,
yeah.
the people of the world, and the Russian people.
Yeah, man. And most of these people are in my generation as well, and that's sad.
Are planning to use crisis actors to stage a false mass casualty event to use as a pretext. Just one piece.
Well, I mean, you ain't wrong, Epka. I mean, they're trying to take they want to give out free crack pipes to everybody.
Oh yeah, yeah. Didn't Jen
It's personal,
Psaki
but
said
how do you know
that
what
Free
Yeah,
they never
syringes,
said
free
nothing like
crack
that
pipes.
before?
You know, we're trying to stop the spread of
Get
of
away-
HIV, which is ironically what's in the vaccine.
Oh,
Oh man, I wonder why they would be giving that out and then saying the
Everyone's
same
gonna
thing.
have HIV now. Damn it! So that's no women for me now.
One piece of
Let me
one
make-
piece of verifiable evidence.
Let me make a couple broad points.
Damn.
And
It's ridiculous, man. It's
Knowledge is
any
power.
you know
I'm
anybody with a brain with some common sense can put two and two together. There's a bunch of
Yeah.
people out there in strong denial over all this. They have some serious denial. And you got some people who are like, I realize I messed up, and they're willing.
Derangement syndrome.
encircling them, huh? Right? Yeah. I mean, think about how ridiculous.
Uh,
the narrative is
I
of
was
what
showing my
people-
wife the
that
Georgia
Biden and his
Georgia
administration
Guidestones
was
the other
floating
night,
an idea
Epka,
that they were about to do something. No evidence
about that.
and
And the History Channel
Oh,
special
this
they had
is
on it, so she knows it wasn't coming from a
They're
conspiracy
actually
theorist,
serving
it's coming from the History
Biden's
Channel.
space to
The
put
Georgia
more-
Guidestones. Have you heard about that, by the way, Guns?
because of this,
No.
or however you want to look at it.
The Georgia Guidestones, the first thing on it says keep the population below 500,000 people. 500 million, I'm sorry, 500 million people.
We're at 300.
To a point where
What?
people actually
30.
think that it's going to come to some
We're at what, 7 billion people, I think.
Nothing's
No.
happening.
Oh wait.
But guess what
You
doesn't
talking
stop?
about
Biden
in the whole
narrative,
world?
or rather
Yes,
US
the global
Oh,
population. Yeah.
wow.
Uh,
Yeah.
approaching Ukraine's
They said
border,
the Earth
close
can
to
hold up to 10
there are
billion, and that's it.
of Russian
So we're
The
approaching
Georgia
8 billion now.
Guidestone, yeah, all right, Epka's saying 7.5 billion, so I said 7 billion. I was close.
all of
Anyway,
No, like,
the Georgia
the
Guidestone
population right
says
now is
could
7.8
possibly
billion.
you know what I
Not
mean?
5 anymore. It's
So how about all
7.8.
the places where the US
the Georgia Guidestone says keep it below
everyone's
500 million.
They
Like,
could
that's
right
the
now.
first thing.
So
Like, it
right
has the new
right
10.
there.
They
They
call it
could
the
do
new
zero
10 Commandments,
percent
or the 10 Commandments of Satan is what they call it, which
which
sound generally not too terrible, minus the first one where it's like just keep the world population below 500 million.
like Iraq where that already
That's the only one that sounds pretty bad. Like, oh,
happened.
they expect you to like execute all the people, like, and then they're trying to justify it. It's like, oh no, this is in
You don't
case
know what
the
stuff
world
about.
actually does come to an end,
Take it
not
upon
to let it
yourself to do
overpopulate
something
again.
else
That's
right there,
all.
and you'll
That's
realize who
they're
the
trying to say
real
it nicely. Not
prosecutor is.
don't be reproducing into
Prosecutor.
over 500 million.
to engage.
That's why
That's
I'm
all.
guessing it's going to be a gigadeath pretty soon.
Yeah. Well,
Who knows?
Epco in here was saying, the vax is for depopulation because there are links to
I
it messing
mean,
with older women with their periods. It does mess
uh-oh.
with that.
That's not good.
My wife's aunt, she's 70-something years old and started having her period again after getting
What?
vaccinated.
Is historical
Yeah.
fact.
Yeah,
In
she obviously had been through menopause and started getting her period back after getting vaccinated.
context for an invasion, and
Wow.
when
So I mean, I don't know what's going on, what's in it, and how it reacts to different people, different ways. I know one of my coworkers I have seen with all these different bad reactions to the vaccine that men have more problems with women. And I told my wife, I asked my wife, what's the biggest difference between men and women? And she's like, I don't know. I was like, women have a monthly cycle where they bleed for how many days? I said, men, if they get this vaccine, need to start donating blood like women have a period. I swear to God, that's the only way they're going to survive this stuff.
That's the reality.
I mean, how many athletes have you heard that have had heart attacks since getting vaccinated? I mean,
A few, yeah, I've heard about.
yeah, it's
a few of them,
crazy,
soccer
right?
players and basketball players. Yeah.
And
I've heard
women, the
about
worst
that.
case scenario is they're a dumb comedian making bad jokes and they pass out on stage. So-
And then passed out.
Seems to me
They
that,
passed out as well on
should
camera.
not
Like
be outlandish.
oh yeah, I saw
Yeah.
that one too. The German, the French,
she
and
passed out. And she's like, "Oh
Engage
shit!
with
Yep,
it.
I ain't
Not
taking
being
this shit."
outlandish doesn't
Right.
mean
No,
you
I'm
have
good.
proof that
yeah, I've seen that too, Epka. I have seen that too.
You can't just
All this is gonna come into play pretty soon, man. Just gotta get ready, get prepared.
Oh, I
Get
didn't know
the
you were on
beans,
Gab,
rice,
Epka. You're on
water,
Gab too, huh?
get precious metals,
I have
get
to follow you
ammo,
on there.
guns, get everything that you gotta get, man. Everyone,
Absolutely.
'cause it's coming. I don't care what no one gotta say. YouTube, if they take this video down, that means I'm right. It's coming. Something's coming. Something bad is about to give a
And
shit's
anytime
about to
it's
hit,
even
give a hit the
uttered,
fan.
it's dismissed as ridiculous.
It probably won't
and
be
here they
like
are floating the
that
same
bad,
idea.
like zombies or
And by the
shit
way,
like
again,
that.
it's not ridiculous.
But it's like it's gonna be like probably like a Great Depression
Well,
type
to
of
be,
bad.
to be clear, we're not alleging what the United States is doing. This is information
okay.
that
It's gonna
comes
be
to us
bad.
from what the
Right. As long as you point at the bad guy and say they're the ones doing it. Right? And it
Inflation's
makes
still
sense, right?
going up
Because
and
they're
up and up and
conspiracy
up.
theorists
Cost
because
of
they're bad guys.
everything in
They're
How you
general
doing,
going
K
up and up.
Fizzle?
Gold,
Died of
silver,
heart failure.
copper,
That's
precious
not
While his
metals
wife
going
was
up.
on
The stocks
vacation in
are
Europe
going
2 days
down.
after the vaccine.
almost like
I'm
trying
sorry to
to-
hear that. That's terrible.
Oh, right.
One of my
YouTube's freaking
bosses,
frustrating.
one of my bosses got the vaccine and had vertigo
And then lump that
for
on the other.
months. He burned up all of his sick time. All of his sick time.
Crazy.
Vertigo. What the
he's-
hell is that?
he-
I understand your
Vertigo
point.
is when you have terrible. It's with your eardrums, with your balance. He felt like he was on a ship all the time or drunk all the time, so he couldn't keep balance.
Oh,
So he
I
was.
think I had that
consist-
before.
Exactly.
He was throwing up all the time, sick all the
Oh,
time.
okay,
He used
yeah.
all of his sick time, and he had like 3 years of perfect attendance. He burned all of it up.
Wow.
And the reason why he got vaccinated in the first place was because of his wife is a doctor, or not a doctor, but like a head nurse.
Well, you didn't hear that.
And
Since you had
she was forced to get it from her job and didn't try fighting. And they found out later on, because they're both Catholic, that their preacher wouldn't sign off against it because the Vatican is in bed with the vax companies. I saw that later on too. I'll have to dig it up if you want me to put that up here for us to share.
The paradigm
Okay.
So he got it and he got sick, and then she found out working at the hospital that a bunch of males showed up with the same symptoms he had, and he won't get any more vaccines due to it now. He only got the first dose. He never got a second dose, and he got that messed up.
And
with
now
the first
they
dose.
want people to be fully vaccinated with all the boosters and bullshit.
My
Man,
job
fuck
doesn't
you, man.
require us yet, thank
Yeah.
God, but the state of New Jersey decided to mandate the vax to state employees, and my wife's one, so she's
Yeah.
fighting it right now. We got lawyers lined up and everything else. It's terrible,
Keep
man.
us to fight, man. It's a shame that we got to fight.
It's such
for
a
fucking
terrible waste
personal
of time
fucking
and money, but
choice.
it is what it is in order to keep our like, I don't know how this is so unconstitutional.
It's not legal. It's not
it's
legal.
not legal. No,
This is not America. This is not
the Fourth
America.
Amendment and the 14th Amendment. It's unconstitutional.
Yeah, this is
and,
not America,
and I believe
guys.
I got my
This
constitution
is
right
a
here,
different
guys.
country.
For
It's
those
a
who are
different country that we're in. It's not America.
They already have troops.
It's no
perfectly
way
healthy man
anything
to rest
like
in
this
peace.
would be happening.
Mom got
There's no
pneumonia
way
right
this
after
would've happened
taking the
50 years
shot.
ago.
She refused to see any links.
Their
Damage is
own
done,
border.
man.
Uh-oh.
Have you seen the
Now it's
protein
a
spikes
problem.
effects from civilians to
I don't know
military?
why we can't
The
recognize
SCOTUS
that.
already ruled against it. Yeah. Oh, I know that. The only thing SCOTUS didn't rule against was the hospitals.
SCOTUS is compromised.
That we can't
Oh,
see this. Now, I just felt that to be such
they-
an incredibly important
they-
back and forth.
I
Now,
mean,
bringing this
they
into the
don't have
political
enough constitutional
everyone's
scholars that
compromised.
read it as
Now,
is or
that
historically as
practice
is. They
is what
they
is
bought and
happening
paid for
with
some of them, not
1820,
all of them.
right?
Like,
They're applying that same
well,
logic.
who is it?
It is the
I
truth.
don't want to say the wrong guy there. Clarence Thomas.
We really need to start recognizing
Black
how
guy.
much
He's the most constitutional one there.
is in the manipulation that's happening today.
Let me go through my constitution here.
Now, a couple other points in regard to the media and how this is being framed today.
Some water here. I got my constitution out. So give me a second.
I don't think the Constitution
It doesn't
mean
matter. Somebody who has
anything
lots
to
of
the
following,
left, to
apparently,
be honest. And also,
No,
some
no,
on
it
the
doesn't.
right
They
as
want to
well.
change it. They want to change it. And then you got people
The right
scared.
is guilty
So
as
many people
well,
trust Joe
but
Rogan.
that's just
Have you been paying attention to the Convention of States or no? Not yet.
Trust the mainstream
No.
media. Now, this is the same.
All right.
sentiment.
Here's the 14th Amendment in the
Here's the
Constitution.
real point. And
All right.
anybody
All
intelligent,
persons
even
born or
remotely
naturalized in the United
independent
States
thinker
and subject
would
to the
ask,
jurisdictions
why do I
thereof
trust either of
are
them?
citizens of the United States
And I don't mean that in the context that like there's somebody
and
else
of the states wherein they reside.
Why do you
No state
trust
shall make or enforce any
anybody
law which shall
that
abridge the
thinks
privileges or
that
immunities of citizens
you
of the
realize
United
that
States,
obviously that would
nor
be
shall any state deprive
to
any person of
self-respect,
life,
freedom,
life,
and the
liberty,
idea to think for yourself.
or
that's the one I was
property
talking about with the whole
without due
abortion thing.
process
You
or
have to trust
without due
anyone
process of law, nor
that
deny any person
thinks
within
with
its
it,
jurisdiction of
and
equal
in the United
protections
States,
of the law.
consider them without exception.
So
That's what I was talking about.
that's
with
the last
abortion
thing is
as well.
equal. Well, that's equal protection of the law. All right. So if your cops have a different protection of the law than the citizens do, you're already not having equal protection of the law, and that goes against too for senators, congressmen when they give themselves exemptions from things they pass, like Obamacare or vaccines. That again, that goes against that equal protection of law right there. And then I'm going to go back now, not to the. Matter of fact, I'll read the Fourth Amendment just to get that out of the way because I was telling my wife this too, because she's pissed off about all this because the inmates.
But I got that little Constitution pamphlet that you gave me for I can.
She got
people out.
the inmates were suing over the Eighth Amendment, and she's like, "Well, what's the Eighth Amendment say?" So I had to read this to her to show her. She was she's like, what's that mean? So here we go.
It's very obvious that they want you to trust
The Eighth
one.
Amendment here. Where's
That's
it?
a false dichotomy in and of itself.
All right. The last thing, and the only thing I told her that would make sense to me on the Eighth Amendment is nor
I think that's so important.
cruel
Why aren't
and
they-
unusual punishment inflicted, which would be them being
Now, on that
vaccinated.
note,
So she was kind of pissed off to read that part because I read the whole thing to her, but I'm not going to read it to everybody else here.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
with
Most
the-
of Americans don't know the
See, you know, from
Constitution.
our
They don't
With the
know
Fourth Amendment
anything.
here, the Fourth Amendment says the right of the people to be secure in their persons. That means our individual selves, our persons,
So we'd like
right?
to have 100 million
our
readers.
houses. That's our personal homes, our papers. You can include medical documents for that. Papers, our papers,
My opinion,
including my license, my social security, my birth certificate, all that crap stuff that the government decided to make legal after 1930, of course. The effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated,
the moment
and no warrant shall be issued, but upon probable cause. So why do they need to ask for your medical stuff
That's
without
why I'm in a
probable cause?
boot because
You
cops
know what I mean?
violate
And
that
it
shit all
says
the
supported
time.
by the oath or formation and
But now
in
I'm starting to see
particular
stuff that's about Rumble is
describing the place
rivaling
to be
Choo-choo.
searched and the persons or things to be
How
seized.
fast that happens.
So
All the
we
big
should be
people
secure in our
involved.
persons right here and our papers.
It's not just
Nobody
my
should be
opinion.
asking for your papers or your personal, anything to do with your persons,
It's able
period.
to be manipulated.
And if you
or-
go to the Second Amendment, again, the right
allowed
to
to
bear
do.
arms, the people should not be infringed, period. I mean, they should have just made it that
It's
simplified, in
built
my
into the
personal
same
opinion.
legacy system.
Now I'm going to go to the articles.
When the other
One of the
direction,
articles here, I believe
right?
it's the
Blockchain
fourth, Article
discussion,
4.
or it like super use style, which I still
All
think should go even further. The idea that it is based
Article
on
5, no, that's
arguably
5.
the
I'm sorry, let me go
churches
back.
and
Article 4 of the Constitution here.
Anyway, the point
So we
is that
know, I've got it on my camera here.
and they come over here, and they'll Rogan goes over
Constitution.
there, and suddenly Rumble's the freedom fighter, and it all just kind of seems to
There, Article 4.
pitch you right into a situation that we shouldn't be doing. Why would we just push into one other platform?
All right.
Why don't we start?
I believe it's Section 2 here. Article 4, Section 2. The citizens of each state shall be entitled to all privileges and immunities of
any of those of
the
us that do this
citizens
or
in
know
the
that
several
all do
states.
that. But the average
If that's the case, my concealed carry should operate
person has already
in every single state, regardless of what states observe it or not.
Exactly.
Because it says in the several states here, this is in the Constitution of America. How are there laws saying one state can do one thing and another state can't do the other when it says in the several states here in the Constitution itself? This shit's pissing me off more and more every freaking day. It's ridiculous that we don't have our rights. They'll give rights to the police or the military and take them away from us, everybody else who pays for, that pay for the. Oh yeah, I mean, if you have enough money, you have all the rights in the Constitution. If you have enough money in this country, that's the problem. So they're really screwing over poor people 100% of the time. And as
It's
I've told
screwing
my
over the other
friends,
99% of the population.
and as I've told, I don't know about you, Henry, so much, but as I told my friends that I grew up with in Millville, they are not screwing over minorities. They're screwing over. It's a war on the poor, is what I call it. I need to trademark that. A war on the poor is what they're doing. A war on the poor. Because if you can't afford to have your constitutional rights, they fuck you every time. That's what it is.
Yeah.
A war against the poor.
You see that they're trying to tax guns and ammunition for people who won't have the money to buy them.
Yeah, that way only the wealthy can have it. Like you're legally allowed to have a fully automatic weapon if you can afford one made before 1986.
Yep.
I mean, but
we
you're
should
talking
be
about
able to
10
have
grand
one.
plus
Period.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind having a
not statistically
M16
significant
or
in reducing
MP5.
transmission.
It's
That was weird.
bullshit. We should be able to
Point
own
being,
what the military
they
has.
can't-
This is
they give
America.
you
We
the
are the
small parts of
people.
it,
We are the
right?
people.
PCR, they're gonna
They
still
work
use
for
the
us.
PCR
The
test.
military
Now we're
works
on a
for us
different path
too.
here. We're not doing
We are the people.
antigen
We should
tests
be
It's already
able
ruled
to own
against it.
anything that we
at a high
want
level of false
legally.
positives. It's because
But
they
yeah, obviously we have laws and stuff on them.
Epka, did you see the new? I updated that with that Remington lawsuit. It wasn't.
It wasn't Remington. It was the.
It wasn't
insurance.
Remington. It was the insurance company. Yes.
Yeah,
And they
that's
just
what I was telling my old
they didn't
man.
lose to a judge. They did not lose to a judge. They just said it's not worth fighting for and paid them out. But it does make
I
gun
wouldn't have paid them
manufacturers.
shit.
It does make gun manufacturers look weak, like people can sue them now. So a bunch of anti Second Amendment people are going to go full retard and start trying to sue gun manufacturers, even though it was an insurance company that did this. That's what happens.
Yeah. This is all fucked, dude.
Yeah, no, Epka, I read it. I know all the other stuff that happened afterwards. I shared the stuff, the updates and all.
Now ask yourself, if they're willing to admit now that it's horribly inaccurate, what does that say about the entire situation? Does that change everything from the beginning? It should. But no, they've already built their house of cards. It doesn't matter anymore. They're on
as long as we just
50th
continue
stone down
to
the
just
river.
not
We're
do
still over here.
anything,
Wait, but
it's
that first stone's not even there.
the
Doesn't even
slowly
exist.
going to win.
Who cares? We've already
Control
built
all
our
of
house
us.
of cards. It doesn't matter.
1 or 2 more generations.
Pretty
If we don't do anything, it's over with. It's all over.
Well, no, they're going to be coming to the people like us to our front door with weapons.
Yeah, because they know that who's not
yeah.
going to comply with the whole vaccine thing. They did the experiment. They saw who complied. They saw that who didn't.
You know, it's just
And now they know.
obviously
And
people will ignore what's
yeah,
them. Or
something
people
else
like
is going
this
to
is
go
my
down.
point. The
Mark
talking
my
heads
words.
probably didn't even know it was there.
Most of the
He
liberals
probably
are going to
heard
comply.
some
Be sheep.
foggy conversation
Okay,
about PCR
daddy.
tests not working,
I'll take the
and
vaccine.
at that time said, "Oh, these
just
dumb
don't take my
conspiracy theorists, they don't know
phone
what they're talking
or
about,"
my
and didn't even look at it.
what the
And
hell
now
does
when this
liberals
comes out,
on?
he goes,
They're
"Well,
going to take your free Obama
that's
phone.
true."
You know who else gave free a free thing out too? Hitler did, right? He gave free radios out, just like Obama gave free phones out to give you that free propaganda. I mean, that's my opinion on that. And when I first heard about the free phone stuff, I didn't think nothing of it until later on when I'm like, thinking about that. Like Hitler gave out free radios to people after he
2022,
took
this
over all the radio companies.
we're being censored.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean now the government's over here trying to take over every single thing that's forced on an Android phone. You know, Google, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, all
They're
that
taking
stuff.
over the phone by taking
Exactly.
over
And
all
a
the
lot
social
more than that.
media,
This
so
is the
we won't
cloth
be
mask
able to
version of
post
the
stuff.
Yeah,
PCR
the
we want.
mainstream social media, the biggest platforms.
what you call it.
But
Yeah.
that's why you seen me. I introduced you to Gab. I'm done playing their games, man. My
Yeah.
picture on Facebook now says Gab.com. That's what my picture on Facebook says.
When you're looking at the
Gab.com.
person itself, it's that obvious.
If people want to know who I am, they can come to Gab.com and check me out over there and see what I share and know me or find out about me on a personal level. Because I ain't
Yeah.
gonna play their games anymore on
This is the
Facebook.
rollback of the narrative.
I mean, I've never got on Twitter,
Here saying
and I have
absolutely
no
true.
intentions to ever get on Twitter. I mean,
agree.
I said some stuff before.
Wait,
Twidiots is
like
what I
this,
call
or
them,
being
Twidiots,
manipulated
because
too.
most of them over there are like that. In my opinion, they're brainwashed. The majority of them,
The point
and
is, we're just happy to toe that line because they're
they ruin movies and everything else going on.
Oh yeah.
this
Oh
all
yeah.
the time.
All this woke
I just had a
shit.
great conversation with
They're
Brian
killing all
Pat
kinds of
Flicks on
movies and
Include
TV shows
that you guys
now.
should definitely watch. I'll go over a couple of parts of this in the show today, but just a really enjoyable conversation, just off the cuff, just having a
There's
conversation.
nothing good
about
to
a lot of
watch. There's just nothing
That's
to
what-
do
I didn't
now
even
because
notice
it's
this,
all
like-
Yeah.
woke.
people posting our interviews, which is good.
But yeah, let me see
I
what
don't
time it
really
is.
mind, to be quite
We've been
honest.
streaming for an hour and 20 minutes. I'm gonna call it a stream here in a bit. It's
Except they don't
8
put the link to the
p.m.
website, which is
That's
what-
fine. I'll
ain't
switch to
dinner
something
yet.
else.
Have all the links.
I ate before I got on. That's what I did. I ate and I took a
done that.
shower.
Right, you're
Yeah.
hurting the
When I get
truth.
home from work, the
Just-
first thing I do normally,
links.
my wife's off tonight,
That's
so that's
53
why I'm even
minutes.
on here. 'Cause
Interview.
otherwise, I'd be spending time with her, trying to cover her, make her feel better.
Yeah, because I know she's stressing. Like I get it 100%.
Yeah.
She's stressing and you're stressing as well. Everyone is stressing, man. Everyone, just keep y'all's heads up, man. It's gonna get worse, guys. Just keep y'all's heads up. Pray if you're a Christian. Find stuff to do like this, like become a streamer. Just say, hey, fuck it, I'm gonna buy me a monitor and something, and just do stuff like this. Like I mean, just I don't know, guys. Just keep y'all's head on a swivel and um prepare for the worst, but hope for the best.
Yeah, that's how I always am.
Collect y'all's precious metals. That's
Yeah.
what I'm doing, man. I'm on that the bandwagon now, man. I've been collecting a few pieces of silver here
I got
and there
tons of
now.
brass at home. I got tons of brass.
With brass, I don't know the value of brass, but I mean,
I mean,
I
the
got.
value of brass
Oh,
could
you talking about
cost
bullets? Oh my god, yeah, bullets.
brass.
I'm gonna talk about that in my video. That bullets. I mean, like you
Look,
can
I call
trade
it
them,
brass
but
because they don't need to know what it is and what
yeah,
form or
but
shape it brass is in. But brass is the precious metal I collect, sir.
yeah, but are you going to trade it though? Trade your bullets to people
Well,
that you don't know,
you-
and they
do
can
you
come
think-
back and kill
Do you think
with
people
those
are going
same
to say
bullets and
no to
guns.
brass?
Yeah, but I'm saying that those people can come back and kill you, follow you.
Yeah.
Someone can send a spy to follow you to see where you live, and then use those same exact weapons and guns that you traded to come back and get you in your sleep and take your shit and the shit that
If you
they
sell,
gave you.
if you got gold and silver, you don't think they might think the same thing if they have brass in stock already?
But they may not have the weapons. They may not have the guns and ammo to do that. My ass is gonna have my guns and ammo. They ain't gonna have shit but sticks and stones, swords, bow and arrow.
Hopefully, like I already know at least the area where I bought land at, that video I have up. I know one other guy there is a military veteran as well. I don't know what they have per se and anything else, but I've talked with the guys selling the land, and I told him give him my cell phone number at least so he could text me, so I know because we got to put a lock on that gate we're sharing together. I only got 3 neighbors that are going to use the same entrance gate. Other than that, like. It's a long driveway to get to my property where I plan on plopping a house down in West Virginia.
Yeah.
And
Well, just keep
and-
on stacking up, man, saving up money and whatnot, and get it done.
wait,
Get it
we
done.
got our stuff. We got our stuff aligned. Right now, I'm waiting to hear back so I can get my shipping container over there and my tractor and start working on that land.
Yep, I
I had
hear
a
that,
couple
man.
coworkers asking me how many times did I go over there last year. I'm like 4 times, but we spent quite a bit of time over there. So we plan on going a lot more if I can get the
Did you
stuff
go
together.
camping over there? Like put a tent and camp out and whatnot?
Well, no, this year we are going to. We got a cleared spot up there. I have a tractor lined up with a brush hog and everything else. We plan on camping. I actually have a homemade camper with solar panels on it, deep cycle battery. It's my off grid, like my bug out camper, but I'm going to leave that
There we
thing over
go.
there. That's the goal, is to leave that
You
over
gonna
there.
leave that there on the
Yeah, I
land?
got 46.5 acres, man. Yeah, and to get to the property, I got cell phone webcams and I got cell phone service up there ready to go. I showed my wife a video over the past weekend. It's called Green Bank, West Virginia. It says the quietest place in America. You can't have Wi-Fi signals or anything in this town because it looks for signals from space, like
Mhm.
alien signals. So this area is a no-go zone for like noise, pretty much. And they have people who travel all over the world to go there that claim they're sensitive to electronics and all, and so they can't have, like, they finally had like a radio station that's on like a low ass hertz thing, like AM FM radio, but lower than normal. It's interesting. She's like, why didn't we get land there? It's like, I don't know. I said, this is what I found over here, because the land don't look bad over there either. It's like rolling hills. It's on the southeast coast of West Virginia, or it's not really the coast, but southeast side of West Virginia. It's a nice looking area though, and there's a whole lot of nothing out there. You ain't near no big cities or nothing, and the locals even complain about the lack of cell phone service and stuff. So, like, well, then move. I want to tell you, man. They, they have laws over there for that satellite. That's why that town even exists, for the workers, not for the people complaining about cell phone service. They have a small school and everything, though. I guess, so the locals that work for the antenna place could have like a family and have their kids go to school and everything. But pretty cool mini documentary. They have a couple different videos about it over there, but you have to look it up. It's one of the only. It says the quietest town in America, though, or quietest place in America. So it has the least amount of Wi-Fi and cell phone and everything signals. And they have a guy that goes around town driving, looking for if the Wi-Fi is too loud. They'll tell you got to turn that thing off. You got Wi-Fi? You got to turn that shit off. You're messing with our solar array. We're trying to talk to aliens, bro.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, man. It's interesting. It's cool. It's different, but it is what it is. I'm not gonna disagree with that. Like, if you move to that area or you live in that area and that's already been there before you move there, like, why are you gonna try to change that stuff? Like, are you dumb? They already have a mission plan. You moved over there to get away from everybody, and now you want to make it like everywhere else. That's like people
Yeah.
come to America. I want to make this place like a communist country. Well, fucking go to China. Are you stupid? They
Or
already have
Cuba.
communism over there. Go to China and trade off a Uyghur Muslim and send them over here, or a Hong Konger that wants freedom. Bring the Hong Kongers over to America and the Uyghurs. Bring them over here, give them a chance, and send over to all the people that want communism and fascism. Just send them all over to China and let them have it.
That's gonna be a lot of Antifa going over there. They're gonna come back. Oh shit, oh man. Can I come back? Oh no, you stay your ass over there.
You're right, Epka. People do that all the time, and I don't know why people move to, like, I'm going to move to the Bonies. Why do they got so many people dirt biking in the woods and ATV, and like, you're in the middle of nowhere, and these guys are this is what they do. They don't go robbing your stores and breaking down into houses and burning shit down. They go riding dirt bikes in the woods and ATVs in the woods. Are you retarded? I mean, I don't know how dumb some of these people are that move to like the middle of nowhere and expect it to be like all rainbows and Blue Jays and
All peaceful and all
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's going to
You're
be
gonna hit a
peaceful
lot of
sometimes,
train.
and
You're
just
gonna
wait
hear all
until
kinds
hunting
of
season
stuff.
kicks up, man. You hear all the
Gunshot.
shotguns go off. Yeah, you're moving to the middle of nowhere where these hunters
Or
live.
just typical people that's shooting it in at the land. Pow,
Yeah,
pow, 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 at
there's a
nighttime.
bunch of idiots, man, and that's what ruins states like Jersey. I heard so many people from my job say, "Oh yeah, this town used to be great. This county used to be great. You could do whatever you want. Nobody ever got arrested for anything." And next thing you know, all these people wanted to retire down here near the shore, and they went and complained and had the laws changed, but that's because they probably had family members or they ran for some kind of office to change the laws because they didn't have enough peace and quiet. Like, you moved to the wrong area. Why didn't you move to the mountains of New York instead of the South Jersey here near the ocean? Are you stupid? Like, I don't get it. Like, it's going to happen every year. guys are incompetent, man. They've got no foresight or no common sense, I guess. I don't know what to call it, but they really don't think too well.
Yeah,
That's for
people
sure.
can't think for themselves or think at all nowadays. People's losing brain cells, smoking that damn weed. I'm playing. But yeah. Well, I mean, if you want to start from uh 53 minutes tomorrow, then we can, and I'll probably make sure I'll let
It,
everyone else know that I'm going to go live, or it won't be short notice like how it
all right,
was.
I'm gonna pop all my Revelation ones. Then that's what I'm gonna do.
All right.
At least I'll pop in the one with the rabbi anyway. That I'm at. What is that? I think it's
I'm
in.
down to talk about the revelations and whatnot tomorrow. I'm just hungry as hell.
Oh, that's fine, bro. I'm gonna pop it on now though, so I have something else to do. My wife
Yeah.
ain't gonna be home till 10 o'clock tonight, so.
Okay. Yeah, because I do have watched the Revelations show, and it was pretty good. It's 2 episodes. It's like an hour and a half a piece. It's pretty good.
The Revelation ones is 40 minutes, and then the other one, Babylon to America, that's 2 hours and 3 minutes. That one's a good one too. They're both very good.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
yeah, I'll put off on the other one for you. And like we both said, it's important information to get out for people who've been naive or not really thinking about it. Like
Yeah. People need to know what the
reasons
hell's
why
going on.
reasons why we all held
You're
off
gonna
on
be
getting
stuck.
vaxxed
You're
and
gonna be
stuff.
shit to
Like,
creek, man.
yeah, man. Like, there's reasons why we didn't want to get vaccinated with an experimental drug in the first place. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, I don't
Now
get
motherfuckers
vaccinated
get
with anything.
HIV now. I'm like, okay,
When
well this what you get. You
when I
should
first joined the army, I
wait.
didn't know no better. But now, I know a lot better than I did 20 years ago. I'm freaking 38 now. When I was 18 going into the army, I didn't know nothing barely. I knew that I wanted to get away from the ghetto where I grew up at. I knew that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if I had known what I know now, I would have never got any of the vaccines in the military that they offered me. I would have never got vaccinated for nothing. I had no idea what I was signing up for, man. I didn't even know the Constitution. They didn't teach that very well in high school either.
Yeah. Same. They
Now
they
I keep a Constitution along with a Bible next to me at all times. At all times, I have a Bible and a Constitution, whether it's in my pickup truck, next to my computer, in the living room, next to my wife. And in my bedroom, I have another one, a Constitution and a Bible there. If I feel like reading them, I'm going to
got a
read
lot
them.
of
And
damn Bibles.
I have a highlighter. I have a highlighter by both,
My
and I
mom got
have.
like 10 Bibles, big ass Bibles. I'm like, jeez. And
Oh, well, I'm not talking about the big ones I've saved from the landfill, man. I've got some Bibles from the 1800s I've saved, man. Family
oh wow,
Bibles. Yeah, when I see them, I'm like, I can't let this get buried. This is ridiculous, and especially if it's in decent shape. That's crazy.
that's some value right there. Make sure you don't tell my mom because she'll try to steal it. For real, she'll snatch that Bible in a heartbeat.
I
Like
don't
what?
blame her,
Oh,
man. It's
1800s? What?
but that's before they, they say the original King James version is 1611. So
Yeah,
that's before it got edited more and the new King James version where it's in modern English more so, and you probably lose some stuff.
yeah. Because
I
English
can't
back
really.
then was different. Like with the whole Shakespeare, it
Yeah.
was really
Yep.
different back then. And I'm like, what the hell is these people talking about?
Oh
Like
yeah.
it's
Well, that
English, I
that's why they
understand it, but I don't understand.
that's why they
It's
have so many different
lame,
versions, and they have the
lame.
new international version, which leaves stuff out. So I mean, the best one, my one coworker told me, who is a preacher, he's in an independent church where he's not subsidized by anything. He doesn't have the tax exemption, so he doesn't have to follow government procedure. And
Yeah,
he said the best, he has the King James, multiple versions of it. He has all the versions of the Bible really, and he has the Young's literal translation, like word for word. And he said it's kind of backwards, like how Yoda talks. Like the
yeah,
original, like if you read the real literal translation of the Bible word for word, it's kind of like that. So because you're translating it into English from the literal translation in alphabetical order, like not in alphabetical order, but in order word for word.
hmm
So it sounds off. It's because some like Spanish and French, they use like sir and ma'am, like certain words have a male or female pronoun to them when you're speaking.
yeah.
Oh man, imagine being woke in one of them countries.
Oh God, yeah. You be
where
through.
where your words are already woke because they got male female, like that's a male chair or a female chair, like oh my god. That's just I think
This
I'm
whole
just
woke
go
shit's probably gonna be gone within the next generation. People's gonna look back and like, what the
I would
hell?
just tell people I'm learning English to get
People
rid of
was
this.
mental cases back then. What the
I don't
fuck?
want nothing to have a pronoun. If that was it, go
My
woke.
pronouns is
Get
they and
boned.
they. What, like, dude? Are you fucking remedial? Like, what in the fuck is wrong with you? You need to be in a psych ward, dressing like what? You look what? You identify as a what? What?
I identify as a chair.
Oh my god, dude. 15, 20 years. Watch people just look back. If this country straightens up, people's gonna look back and just shake their head and laugh or do something. Like this is
Uh,
ridiculous.
Imagine the
All
history
this.
books that will be written 100 years from now. Oh my god.
Oh man, it's gonna be a joke. Writing that shit.
Oh wait, I think you said it right the first time. You said white.
Oh my god. But all right, Roman, I'm about to get ready to head on off here if I can get something to eat and whatnot.
Have a good night,
And
Henry.
same for
Appreciate it,
you,
bro.
chat, and everyone. Thanks for tuning in, guys. If you guys watch this later, I appreciate you guys. Make sure you smack that like button, share it out, because just make it taken down. Anyway, I hope you guys stay safe, be aware of your surroundings, carry a gun, get prepared, and as always, have a nice day. Peace.
Have a good night, brother. Peace.